was sitting at my desk several weeks ago when our volunteer Bobby came up the stairs with a neighbor in need. And Bobby has this loud, booming voice, much like mine, and I could hear that he was sharing the gospel hope with this man. As he was bringing him into the office next to mine, I could hear what he was saying. He said, "He has paid your debt. He has covered your sin. He doesn't see you the way you see yourself, man. He loves you. You have to believe that Jesus died for your sin. Do you believe that Jesus died for your sin?" Well, after much conversation, questions, and Bobby sharing his own testimony, Bobby goes on to pray this beautiful salvation prayer, and the man repeats every word that Bobby declares, and the hairs on my neck stood on end. They stood on end because the reality that one man's life eternally shifted in that instant was so great, and I was humbled to be a part. It happens every week on any given day, but to witness it through the walls was unique. It was loud, at times awkward, raw, real, and honest, but it was absolutely beautiful. Hi, I'm Tammy Eckart, the Operations Director and soon-to-be Executive Director for Lighthouse Christian Ministries, and I am honored to share a few ways that God is impacting lives through our ministry. We are blessed to offer so many resources to our neighbors at Lighthouse, like food, financial help, medical, dental, and education. The physical need is certainly important, but greater than that is the spiritual need. That's where true transformation comes from. And lately, we have felt God laid it upon our hearts to be interrupted from the busyness of our day so that when He brings someone in that's ready for that life-altering transformation, we're willing to do whatever it takes to get them help. I believe most of you know that our ministry is right in the center of a lot of darkness. There's drugs, prostitution, sex trafficking, homelessness, and poverty. Until we've walked in someone else's shoes, though, we don't know what set them on that path. Because we offer help in our community, we sometimes will have someone walk in starving for food, but they're high on drugs, and that's a struggle. But Jesus tells us, love our neighbors, and so our amazing staff and volunteers will hand them food, pray over them, and give them an encouraging word before they leave. I know that there are times our volunteers are discouraged, but they still serve and love. God's love knows no bounds, and recently we had 2 women who after years said they were ready to turn their lives around. Out of the blue, they just walked in and said, "Can you help me?" And we allowed ourselves to be interrupted. In both situations, we spent hours on the phone, spent hundreds of dollars, and we jumped through so many hoops just to get them the help that they needed. But we recognized that if we refused to give up, God would make it happen and He would open the doors. And in just 2 months' time, 2 women in our community who were drowning in mental illness and drug addiction have gotten clean and are working to get their lives back. Both of them give God all the glory, and that is worth celebrating. Numerous staff, volunteers, and even outside partnering organizations were needed to make their recoveries happen. It takes an army, you guys, to pull off these rescue stories. And every person that financially and prayerfully supports our ministry, you are part of our army, and we thank you. The song Rescue by Lauren Daigle has been our anthem these last few months, and in closing, I would love to share just a few lines with you. You are not hidden. There's never been a moment that you were forgotten, and you are not hopeless. Though you have been broken, your innocence stolen, and I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS, and I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. Thank you so much, and God bless.